If you are somebody who experiences the irregular periods or the period pain, I tell people to realize that there's a difference between self-confidence and self-esteem.
What is it?
And periods should not be painful at all.
Really?
If your gut is all messed up, you're not having bowel movements as consistently as you should, you're holding on to all of it.
Welcome back to another episode of Sacred Talk, where we connect you with people doing amazing things on their journey so they can ultimately help you on yours. And today we have an excellent guest. She's an herbalist, a local farmer, a writer, and the owner of Makani Herbals, which focuses on a holistic approach to health and wellness. Please help me give a warm welcome to Danielle.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy you're here. What got you started? What's the origin story? What was the drive to make you start exploring herbs and then ultimately start your business?
I've always loved plants. I've always been drawn to being in the garden, planting from seed. And my mom and I, we started a garden when I was little, and I enjoyed watching things grow. And come to find out, it runs in the family. My grandparents lived off the land. Both of my grandparents lived off the land. And my grandfather was raised out in Alabama. And I finally got a chance to go see where he was raised. And there was so much stuff out there, just so much land. And I was like, yeah, this is definitely ingrained in me. And around 2020, I was feeling, it was the pandemic and we were all kind of stuck in the house. And I said, I don't want to be stuck in the house. I want to be outside with the plants, dealing with the land, connecting with the land like I know that my people have always done. And I started doing that again. I started going outside. I started volunteering with this one organization, and I started learning how to grow things and really take the whole farmer thing seriously. And then I was like, you know what? These plants are so powerful. And just looking at the world and the state that we were in, I said, let me really study these plants and figure out what their powers are for real. What can they do to help us? So I started studying the plants from there and really just toned it around the herbalism side of it.
Wow.
Yeah, this medicinal side.
Who was your first, I guess I would say, did you experiment with them on yourself, or did you gave it to your mom or your friend, try this to see what was that about?
It was me.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure that I was going to see the medicinal benefits myself first before I was like, I got to try this, And so that's what I did. I just took a look at my own body, did a little scan analysis, and I was like, these are the things that are bothering me. This is what I would like some natural health with. So started with my digestion, then I started with my menstrual period and trying to fix those things, to regulate things, make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to. And that's really how I got started on it.
Yeah, I love that. Let's get back to healing ourselves and trusting ourselves. But another thing before I even go to the next topic is, I think before we get to a place to trust ourselves, to heal ourselves, can we trust ourselves to love ourselves? Can we trust ourselves to be there for ourselves?
That's a deep one there.
Yeah, because I think it starts there, right?
It does.
I feel like, because if you don't love yourself, why do you think that you're going to love yourself enough to heal yourself?
Yeah, you're not even going to try.
Okay.
You're not even going to begin to start.
Yeah.
And why should I even care about my body enough to think about where my food is coming from?
Exactly.
What kind of soil is it going to grow in?
Who's thinking about it?
Right. Who's back to our mental state and really how we view ourselves.
Yeah.
Do we love ourselves? Do we care about ourselves?
You cannot be aware that you don't love yourself.
Right.
And I feel like I was in a space of oh, wait, I don't think I am giving myself love because I'm putting myself in places where my boundaries are not respected.
Absolutely.
I'm putting myself in spaces where I am stretched thin and none of that energy is going to me. I'm putting myself in spaces where I'm giving all of my energy to other people and not me. So that at the end of the day, I'm tired.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, what's for
Yes.
me? But that just looks like I'm being productive. That looks like I'm being a businesswoman. That looks like I'm showing up and doing what I'm supposed to do. But if I go through it with a fine-tooth comb and then I look at it, I'm like, oh wait, no.
Yeah.
That's not self-love.
Nope.
And then I had to figure out what is self-love for me. And that was making sure that I have time for myself. That was making sure I am making sure my body in its most optimal place. Like my mind is at peace.
Yes.
My nervous system is at ease.
Yes.
But before the awareness of that, I was
I know. I'm right there with you for sure. And I had to realize that there's a difference between self-confidence and self-esteem.
What is it?
And self-confidence is your ability to know, like, okay, yeah, I know I can do this, that, and the other. You have no issues having goals for yourself and saying I can achieve that goal. But self-esteem comes in and you're thinking about the how you were saying, how you can stretch yourself thin and pour into everybody else but yourself, because you have to really think about it. Do I love myself? Because if I love myself, I wouldn't be putting my boundaries in a place to where they can be crossed and letting people walk all over me and being a people pleaser and doing all these things that don't reflect my worth.
Wow.
And self-esteem is tied into how you value yourself. And if you have low value of yourself, all those other things start happening. You might overwork yourself. You let people take advantage of you. You just keep going and going and going without taking time to tune in and say, what do I need right now?
All right. So your herbs, you have different types of herbs to help with different types of needs. So like you have digestion, something for digestion, something for the womb, something for respiratory, like your mullein, right? And I want to touch on the different ones, and if you have new ones too, you can, feel free to explain.
I might have something in the works,
Ooh,
might be my first time talking about it.
Yes, come on, exclusive on Sacred Talk. Stop playing with us. We never one of them. Okay. The digestive.
Yes,
one.
That's the first one that I came up with. It is a blend of rosemary, peppermint, and dandelion root. So that one was my first product. And honestly, I feel like I should have kind of slowed down in the beginning because I was just so excited when I was learning about my herbs. I was like, I need to get something out right now to help the people. So
God.
I threw it all together. It definitely helps. For sure. Yeah. Peppermint is known to soothe any kind of stomach pain, cramping and stuff like that. Because my goal with that one was to help people who get those griping pains. I hated when my stomach would just get a gripe and I would get extra bloated. So I was like, well, what herbs can help with this? And then I found out that those herbs did help with that. So I threw those together and made a tea, slapped a label on it.
Here you go.
And I was like, and now that I've learned more, because that was literally my first product. Now that I've learned more, I'm like, you know what? Gas relief might not be the best name.
That's the name of it?
Yes.
Screaming.
Yes. We're calling it digestive support right now because when I do rebrand, if I don't wind up discontinuing it, we'll talk about that later. But if I do rebrand, it would be called digestive support. And I would probably add a couple of different herbs in there, because you go through more, you learn more. And it's like, okay, I could probably do a little bit different things for this, but it's still helpful. I know people who have given testimonies about it, have helped them. People send me messages about it all the time. This is the only thing that's worked for me. Like, that's great. I'm glad that it's helping people, but I'm a perfectionist. I'm always trying. And I do tell them to drink it maybe before a real big meal. If they know that they're about to eat big, especially during the holiday season and stuff like that. Drink it before, drink it during, drink it after, to just give your digestive system that support so that you're not running for the antacids and all the, the Peptos and all that stuff afterwards. Just, be proactive about it.
Wow. With herbs, would you say it's something over some time? And I know it's some like the digestion, because I done took a couple or them flat tummy. And it was up for my bathroom. So
Yeah.
I know those can work pretty fast. But
Yes.
when it comes like to healing, is it something that's over time or you would have, because a lot of times people are looking for that instant gratification.
It takes
And
time.
it takes
Anything worth having, it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to get people to realize too. And it's like with anything, I can't just give you one herb. Not this one tea is going to fix all your problems.
Yeah.
What else? It goes back to that whole holistic thing that we were talking about earlier. What else is going on in your life? What are you doing outside of drinking this tea to fix your problems?
Yes.
So,
wow.
Because I watched my mom. She was on that high blood pressure medication. And I watched her turn her life around, start exercising, eating better.
Yeah.
We ridded ourselves of sodas. This was back when I was in high school.
Wow.
No sodas in the house. No heavy juices in the house. We stuck to water. She started exercising, and would you know it? She was able to come up off of those blood pressure medications.
I love that because she made a decision. She decided.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Oh no. It's no. This is my health. My next one is your womb tea.
Yes.
What was that all about? So I want to know why you made it, and what's in it, and what are the benefits.
So, why did I make the womb tea? Because I have a womb.
Yes.
Yes, and I had issues with my period, and it was heavy, and I was like, well, what can I do to help regulate it a little more so I'm not getting cramps and I'm not bleeding so heavy. And then I came across raspberry leaf. And when I started reading about raspberry leaf, I was like, why isn't everybody taking this all the time? Like anybody with a female reproductive system, a womb, why aren't we taking this? Because, it helps the womb in general. It tones it, it makes it stronger, whether you're young and you menstruate or if you don't menstruate at all, it helps it because a lot of times when we get older, we lose our ability to hold our pee. We get a little incontinent sometimes. We sneeze
it is
and
over
you
with.
laugh. And it helps to tighten all that. So I'm like, this herb is magnificent. And I was reading about it and I was seeing that even pregnant women will drink it throughout their pregnancy to make their labor easier and they'll lose less blood. And I'm like, why aren't we promoting this a little bit more? So it's a super herb, So that's what I did. I put that in my blend as the real powerhouse for it.
Before you go on, you said women during childbirth will lose less blood. And I want to say, especially for Black women.
Yes.
Because of the rate of how, it's a higher mortality rate when giving birth for women than for Black women, than any other woman in the world. Yes. That's dope.
Oh, and okra. Eat okra too, pregnant women.
Pregnant women. Oh, that's good because I was going to ask about pregnant women too. So okra, why?
So there's this, let me not pronounce it wrong. It's like mucilaginous. I want to say that, but that might be so wrong.
So it's a texture.
So know whenever, it's kind of snotty. You know when you cut into okra, you're like, ugh.
Yes. Yes.
But that is what I'm assuming it does, kind of like the marshmallow root, which I'm sure we can talk about later.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that it does the same effect as the marshmallow root, where it probably coats your stomach lining, and what it's doing is it's adding some moisture there. So instead of everything being dry and rigid, it adds some moisture, and it's like kind of like a old wise tale, I guess, maybe that eating okra helps the baby come out.
Have it slide on that glide.
Wow, but I can see that being factual though, because of the content of the okra. Same thing with the marshmallow root. So it helps you build that moisture up and it's just easier for you. So
wow, that's amazing. All right, pregnant women, y'all got that. So you can continue with why and the womb, the ingredients and how did it help?
Yeah. So the rest of the ingredients that I have in that specific blend are mostly to support you during your cycle. So linden, I love that herb. Linden it's one of my favorites. So what it does is it helps to calm you. Ooh. So sometimes our emotions, our hormones get so crazy around that time to where we sometimes even feel very stressed, kind of high strung, and we're just gonna. But the linden just calms you down. And then I have the peppermint in there as well. And again, we were talking about peppermint with pain. And, I'm sure it will help with the cramps and any kind of griping that you feel in your stomach and the abdominal area. And then what's the last one? There's one more. Oh, hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
Yeah,
and
hibiscus.
That's in there for...
Really is for taste. There are definitely medicinal benefits to it. And it's red. And there, you like to pair colors with certain organs, and that from the red raspberry leaf, the red hibiscus is going to target that area, the womb area, and help with all that. But the hibiscus does also help to reduce free radicals, which free radicals can cause cancer and things like that if you don't keep them under control. So there's actually a lot of benefits to hibiscus.
Dang,
so I told myself I need to refresh myself.
Antioxidant?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it has a lot of things.
So what about the girls and women that experience irregular periods? Because I know you said you did yours because you had a heavy flow, right?
Yeah.
What about the girls? Would this be helpful for them for irregular periods?
Yes. So the raspberry leaf is also known to help to regulate your flow as well. So yes, because what it's doing is it's increasing the health of your uterus, the whole reproductive system, female reproductive system. So whatever issues may be going on in there, it's gonna get in there and fine tune them.
I love that. So get in there and clean up, and it know what to do. Like you don't have to tell it what to do. It's just
Wow. And that's the thing. People are like, well, how? Well, herbs have a certain affinity for different organs in our body. So just like, your medications, you take a medication for something, we know that it's formulated to help something specific.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to gatekeep.
Okay, what you got?
Okay. So this is a female mix. This is what the pills look like. You can see that it's crushed up herbs, and they put them in these vegetarian capsules. This is a female mix from leaves and roots. So what I started doing is taking this. I started taking that because I'm trying to balance my hormones. I know you want to talk about that too.
Real bad.
And these have changed my life. Now, I try not to talk about anything until I've done it for, look at you taking a picture. I try not to talk about anything until I've been doing it for 3 months. This was month 2.
Wow.
Month 1, I was real consistent with it, taking it every day at first, taking it every day, and no cramps.
Wow.
And usually one of the worst symptoms for me is that my breasts get real swollen and they hurt like hell, and I cannot wear a bra for nothing.
Wow.
I know. No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Girl, I know you was
so
cramps. Happy.
No cramps. Now, since I'm in tune with my body, I know like if something is feeling a little stimulated, in the womb area, I'm like, okay, like this is on a scale of 1 to 10 of cramp feeling, it was probably like a -5. Like
what?
You can know because we know our bodies.
A -5, girl. You went to the wow.
We know our bodies, so it's like I know that something is different, but it's not like debilitating. And I have had those debilitating cramps before where it's like, don't talk to me. I need to lay up in this bed in the fetal position with a heating pad, but no, nothing. It was the easiest period I've ever had. Wow. Okay. And so that was month 1. Now month 2, this was this past month. I was in the middle of moving and all that stuff. So I wasn't as consistent with it taking every day. So I missed about like maybe a week, 2 weeks, taking it on and off.
Yeah.
And the breast pain was there, but no cramps.
Wow.
Not one. Not when it started, not the first day, not the second day, not at all. For me, for it to be just like 5 days done, nothing like trailing off, into the next few days, I'm like, okay. So and that plus that tea has helped regulate my cycle.
Come on.
Yeah.
So did you have to take one every day? Like
I take what is it? I can't remember what the paper said. I have the paper. They'll give you a paper to tell you how to take it when you go to the store. But I'll take at least 3 a day. I'll take 2 in the morning and one after I eat dinner.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I know you said you're not getting into how long the period should last,
Mm-hmm.
because that's not your lane.
Yeah.
Is it your lane to explain or agree, disagree that period should not be painful?
Yeah, period should not be painful at all.
Really?
Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Not
I thought it was the curse that we
debilitating.
got
No, that's a lie.
because
It's a lie. No.
wow.
Mm-mm. It's
So
normal.
why is normal? Go
It's
ahead.
normal for your body to experience the changes. So, because we're just like animals, we're natural. Like we know that something is different, something's coming on. So, okay, our breasts might get a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Our mood might be a little off, but to be down and deep and depressed,
Yeah.
and all these things going on, because that's happened to me too before,
Mm-hmm.
where my depression will take me out.
Wow.
Like I don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be in this room. And then I'll be like, oh, my cycle's coming. And then I'll be, I'm fine, y'all.
That's great.
I'm fine. I don't even know what I was saying.
Right. Why y'all tripping? Y'all
But,
good.
That's a problem though.
Yes,
For
yes.
your hormones, your period to be making you that low.
Yeah.
To where you just dark skies
Yeah.
and laying up in the bed with your head covered.
Yeah.
Like, come on, be so for real.
Be dead serious.
That is not supposed to happen.
Wow.
That's an issue. That is an issue. And our period should not be causing us that much problems.
Yeah.
So no, it's not normal.
Wow.
Not normal at all. Not at all.
So
No,
something
no.
like that, those herbs. Do you mind like reading off those herbs?
Yes.
So people that's not in Orlando or close by those shops
Absolutely.
can, just
yeah, you can
maybe
look
order
it
it
up,
on the
you
Zine
might
or
want
go
to
to
get you a little thing just to make some pills, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it says chast tree berry. So that's some kind of a berry. Damiano, ooh, I like her. Damiana is a good one. Dong Quai, Dong Quai, that's a Chinese medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Licorice root, that's a great one. That definitely helps with the regulating of the hormones,
Mm-hmm.
especially testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
Wild yam root. So go get you some wild yams out your backyard, chop off the root, and saw palmetto.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, because there's so many of us that deal with challenges. I myself, I used to have irregular periods. This thing don't come every month. Like I could go sometimes 2-3 months without.
Yeah.
And it's just nothing. And when I know at least once a month this thing's supposed to be flowing. Am I storing all that up? Am I keeping it? What's going on? Why is it not flowing? Is it not developing? Like if it's not, like what's going on? Am I storing? So man, that went on for years. I'm not gonna say that next day I was herbs. What's going on? So when you actually become aware that you're not giving yourself that love, then that's when you start pouring into yourself. So yes, Queen Afua was my very first mentor through books. I wasn't talking to the lady about that. I mean, soon come. But
she's gonna be here one day. Yeah.
I affirm that. Ooh. So yes, she was like, the importance of womb wellness and how it's just like holistic. But it's like, what's causing that? What's going on?
Right.
What's some energy that you just got stored up in you that you're not releasing?
Yeah.
What are some things you're holding on to in life that you're not letting go of?
Yeah.
That was my first thing. So that's when I seen you had that, I was like, ooh, let's talk about it. So womb wellness is beautiful because after that release, after that knowledge and you start to pour in yourself, it's almost like you get revitalized. Like you like, oh, I will never let anybody or you are so protected of you, your energy, your everything. Like it's a whole different level. So, but you have to have that first for yourself before you can even. With your womb tea, that's something that you have to take just when you're on your period, or do you take it throughout the month, or what? How's that?
That is something. Okay, so if you are somebody who experiences the irregular periods or the period pain, I tell people to start drinking it the week before. The week before your cycle starts, go ahead, start making you at least a liter a day. Yeah,
and drink the liter all
day. Drink the liter, which is about like 3 to 4 cups.
Okay, that's not bad.
I like to put mine in the big old French press. And then just put it in my big old cup, like kind of what you have, and just drink it throughout the day. But because with any kind of herbal tea, if you're looking for the medicinal benefit, at least a liter. You can't.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, at least a liter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
You can feel some effects, from a smaller cup and stuff.
Yeah.
For sure. But if you're looking to heal
This good?
See, you good.
This the one. I don't always fill it up though, so I should fill it up for the medicinal. Okay.
At least a liter. Yeah.
That's good. Because I love just sipping on the warm tea throughout the day because it just calm me down.
Yeah.
Because I be on 10. About the women that was like that maybe in my shoes that I was before of I don't know when it's gonna come. So when do I start drinking that tea? And how long?
That's a good question. I would probably start drinking it maybe every other day. Every other day, pick a few days out of the week, and just start drinking it as a method of. Don't think about it as I'm drinking this for my cycle. I'm drinking this for my womb health. So whenever you take it that way, then you can pick what you want to do. If you want to drink it every day, drink it every day.
Yeah.
It's really up to you. If you're really trying to change your health of your womb, drink it every single day. If you want to just, drink it every other day, or have you even just like a cup at night, that's not going to be bad that you're only drinking like a cup of it. Go ahead and drink you a cup of it. Just, ease yourself into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Listen to your body. Do what feels right.
Oh, listen to your body because that's key. Okay. And we slightly touched on hormonal imbalance.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Help. The hair.
Okay. So right now.
The skin.
Yes. My thing when it comes to this is first, go see your OBGYN, PCP, whoever, and get yourself like a hormone test to know where your levels are at. So when I went and I saw that my testosterone was a little high, I was like, okay. It makes sense, though. It makes sense because, I mean, I get gotta wax all the time. But, what was the question? I just got upset. I just got
Run
upset.
the question back. I was saying, what is the option holistically, herbally for balancing hormones so that we don't see so much of the
hair
and in the skin and just even the emotions because that affects our emotions, the up and down. Like, what are some things for hormonal balance?
Okay, so
get the test.
Get the test. This is me, and again, I'm not a doctor. Consult your PCP. Do your own research, please.
Yes.
I'm here to empower people to do their own research. But right now, for me, I think the source of my issues, why it's been so hard for me to balance my hormones, is my gut health.
Girl, you better talk about it.
Because I was like, okay, I need to get real serious about the gut health because the gut is a powerhouse.
Tell us about it.
If your gut is all messed up, you're not having bowel movements as consistently as you should, you're holding on to all of it. How do you think that's going to do your body after that? If you're holding on to bowel and all the things that your body is supposed to be expelling.
Toxic.
It's toxic.
Yeah.
So all those things are happening where your hormones are out of whack and all these other problems that you probably have. It probably starts with the gut.
Ooh-wee.
But I can also give you some herbs that are good to help balance. So I know licorice root, which is in this female blend here. Licorice root is something that helps to regulate testosterone. And that is something that I wanted to get on real quick. But whenever I went, I was talking to the herbalist at the store. She was saying, like, it's not going to decrease your testosterone. You know that, right? It's going to just help regulate it so that you have enough. And then you have to exert the rest through like maybe exercise and spearmint tea. Ooh. They say drink spearmint every day to help to balance out those testosterone levels. And that's the most that I know for like the testosterone, progesterone for the hair growth, because that's what I'm dealing with. So that's what I'm learning about. But if there's any other thing, because like I know some women, they have too much estrogen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, something like this, a mix of these herbs, they're going to target that. They're going to help balance everything.
Ooh.
But I don't act like I know everything, okay? Because I don't know about those different hormones and how to balance those.
Yeah.
But this is something that's good for all of that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Oh, and you touched on too much estrogen because PCOS and PCOS symptoms. Because you can have PCOS, the dis-ease, but then you can also just exemplify the PCOS symptoms within you. I like how you encourage them to do your own research because everybody's body is different. And so, yes, hormonal balance, that's one thing that I want to just like hone
really
on.
Dive
Like,
into,
let's learn together.
Yes. Oh, we are.
All of
sure.
us. Y'all good. Y'all know that. Like, let's learn together how to regulate our hormones because I truly feel like that is like the groundbreaking thing to be able to rid a lot of our symptoms that we have, especially when it comes to reproduction health.
Yes.
So, and then I want to make sure I touched on all the symptoms for the period, whereas heavy flow, irregular, and what about too many days? Did we...
The long periods?
The long periods is just forever.
I think that kind of goes back to the regulating.
Okay.
So yes, the raspberry leaf definitely helps with that. And I'm sure that this is mixed too. Would help with that as well. Okay. Yeah.
Go see your doctor, get your stats, and then work alongside with them, talk with them, and then see what you can do for you too.
Yes, advocate for yourself, please. Advocate for yourself.
Yeah. All right, so we touched on all of those. Anything you have for weight loss and anything you have for skin. So let's start with weight loss. Any teas or things that we can do?
As far as weight loss, I don't have a tea, but cayenne, hot pepper is good to implement into your diet. Or if you have a tea, if you have those red pepper flakes, throw some of that in there. Throw some of that in there because it's a catalyst herb, and so it gets things going. Ooh. So not only will it help whatever other herbs you're taking, because what it does is it goes in there, it's a catalyst, and it opens you up so that it's easier for you to digest the medicinal benefits of the other herbs. So it'll help with that, but it also speeds up your metabolism.
Really?
So yes, cayenne. Yeah, that hot pepper, red pepper is really good for that.
So it helped bring out the benefits. Wow.
Yes.
Never knew that. That's awesome. Okay, and then what about skin? Because your skin is...
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Aloe. Okay. Aloe is your friend. Honey is your friend, for sure. Okay. Yeah. Now, I haven't been doing it as consistently, but I used to only put those two things on my face. You know, wash my face with water and then get some aloe and some honey, mix it in, slap it on my face.
Really?
That was it. Yes. Honey helps to clear up the dark spots. And aloe, it's moisturizing. So it helps to just keep that moisture in your face. Yeah. And your skin. And a little bit of rose water.
Yeah. Do you leave it on there for a little bit and then rinse it? Or
yes.
How long?
However long, I feel like. It depends on the moment.
So you could just put it on your face and just walk away, do some things throughout the house. Okay. For like 15, 20 minutes.
And it depends on your mix too. Because if you have a little bit more honey in there than you have aloe, you're going to want to wipe it off.
Okay.
Because the honey can get a little thick sometimes. So if it's not that thick, sometimes I'll just leave it on all day and I'll just wipe it off. Okay. Yeah, especially if you're not doing nothing, you're just doing chores around the house. So
that's more like a mask. Like you do. Do you do that every day, a couple times a week, or?
I was doing it every day, and then I left out the main thing.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all go out there and do those acid peels and stuff on your face. I have nothing against those. I think they're fantastic. But if you want to do that at home, get yourself a lemon. Cut the lemon in half once a week. Don't do it too much. You'll dry your skin out. Take the lemon and just on your face.
And how long do you leave it on, the lemon?
I leave it on for a few minutes, maybe about 5 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you rinse it off.
Yeah, rinse it off.
And that's your peel.
Yep, that's my peel. That's my chemical
$1.
peel. Yep.
If that.
Yep.
Wow.
65 cents.
Okay. Thank you. That was amazing.
No problem.
So I will definitely try the honey and aloe. Is it half and half? Oh, no, you said do a little bit more aloe than honey. So as far as ratio.
Or you could just take one. And I'm a little lazy. I'm not going to lie. I don't sit there and mix it up all the time. Sometimes I just...
Yeah, put it
on. Okay,
that's all right. That's all right because it shows. It shows you know what you're doing.
Thank you.
It's nice. And we are getting closer towards the end. So I want to make sure I ask these questions. And it's for the audience. All of this was for the audience and me. Mostly it was for me. But I want to ask these questions because I know it is important, especially for people concerning their health and also concerning entrepreneurship. So the first one is, if you had one piece of advice to give to a new entrepreneur about business, the journey, the challenges, ups and downs, what would it be?
I would say to stay out of your own way.
Ooh.
Stay out of your own way, because it gets hard. It gets very hard, and we have to hold ourselves accountable. And if you have a team, great. But I know that not all of us have that support. Not all of us have a whole team behind us, pushing us along. We need to stay out of our own way, keep ourselves accountable, and just keep going. Because some days I'm like, I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah.
But you know that you're doing something good. Your idea is worth pursuing. So go for it. Stay out of your own way.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone who is trying to elevate their health, what would it be?
Be patient and do the work. Don't rely on one thing. One thing is not going to fix it. It's going to take a holistic approach to your health. You have to take the holistic approach. You have to take into account everything that's going on in your life to fix your health. So, yeah.
Touch me. Real quick, can you tell them where they can find you? Yeah.
Makani Rain. It's on all platforms. Makani Rain, Makani Rain. And the website is makanirain.com.
Yes, y'all better go get in with them. One thing I want to say is we did not get to your farming, because she is a local farmer. Okay, she grows food.
I got okra.
She got okra
plants. I have abundance.
I don't eat okra, but you just said we should be eating.
I love okra. Yeah.
Let me know when you grow something else.
I'm done.
It was amazing having you on. I didn't get to go through all my topics that I wanted, but we definitely did some work here. And honestly, like I said, this was for me, man. And I just hope that through this, that at least somebody else was able to take something and implement it and change your life. So shout out to you.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all for watching. And thank you again for attending another episode of Sacred Talk with your girl, Ashley Jamira, but you can call me Ash, and the beautiful Danielle with Makani Rain Herbals. Go check her out, y'all. Bye-bye.